Blessed be. Today is April 28th, and it is Stop Food Waste Day. I can advocate for this. I am grossly aware of how much we as a society waste unprepared food, from ugly produces to just over purchasing and not having a plan of action for our personal consumption, once it's in our home. And things will, go bad in the pantry. I've been cleaning mine out since I'm getting ready to move. And I've definitely found, those little oddball pieces of some sort of can of something, a box of something. I'm not even sure how I come across them because they're not items I would generally purchase. But I am intentionally trying to work them into my meals for the rest of the time I'm here at this house. Like, one of the items I have is a can of the hot dog chili sauce. I mean, I like hot dog chili sauce, but it's not something I buy. I don't regularly eat hot dogs. I mean, it's okay when I'm out, but I don't purchase them. So why I have hot dog topper is beyond me. But I'm going to use it at some point, somehow, before I leave. The real question is, will I go and just purchase some hot dogs and buns and eat that for an entire week because I'm one person? Or will I use that component and add it in with something and kind of create a meal? So I could do just a quick Google search of interesting things to do with a chili topper, or maybe it can become a casserole with some hamburger and some peppers, or I don't know. But I will let you know whenever that happens with the chili dog topper. So yeah, what do you do to make sure you reduce waste? Do you have anything, to keep you mindful of it? Older produce in the back, or actually be older produce in the front, to help cycle through, to stop, the carrots from getting wrinkly in the back corner, or, anything like that. Today at work was a lot of research today on things. I hit up the forums, the AutoCAD forums. I think I was on AUGI. And one of the things that I am searching for is just to see what people had kind of questioned and maybe found answers for in regards to using Sharepoint for the file depository. And what I found looking around online were no actual answers to my satisfaction of anybody stating, yes, we use it, there are ways to make it function, here they are, or even a reference to go look at something else. It seems to be kind of a unanswered subject based on my preliminary research. So that means I need to spend time. I want to formulate my own question again, but I think to prompt people to answer questions on forums, it helps if you ask a well-written question, because not a lot of people are going to take the time to dig out more information from you. So if you approach forum question asking with intent, I think you could get better results. So I've got a list started of some words, like to make sure, am I asking a good, concise, clear question, and hopefully sometime this week or next get something posted and see if I can start getting some fresh answers to this scenario with using SharePoint and its usability. Since we've got our R&D pieces on Teams, one of the projects I was working on today was creating that file that's going to show various title blocks that I've collected from my peers. And so I want to kind of line them up, and so we can kind of compare the way information's laid out on a title block. You know, where's the job name? Where's the job number? What is rotation 0 versus up and down? And where do you put your revision notes? Lower, upper? How big of a company logo do you use? Because that's a big difference I've noticed in the multiple title blocks we have. I mean, sometimes it's cute little logo, maybe in the upper corner, but I've seen large rotated logos, and I'm like, are you overcompensating for something? You know, we don't need to shout. It's our title block. There's much more efficient things to do with the space. But I'm creating a single DWG, and I'm going to just kind of import the various title blocks my peers have sent me, and then kind of create a single PDF so we could just mark up on there our own opinions of what we think about the various options. And again, the goal is to Frankenstein something together. But I practiced today getting on Teams. I uploaded the file, and I made a point, because I had it on like my computer, my network. And I put it onto Teams, and then I made a point to delete it off my network, because I don't want this old copy sitting there. I want to make sure that the only copy with this file, with this name, is living in this one place on Teams. So I don't have multiple versions floating around. But you also can't work on a DWG in AutoCAD. So I went and was kind of messing around with the concept, like, what does it mean to check it out? And like, if I check it out, where does it go? I don't think it went anywhere. And so you still have to download it and then work on it. And I'm curious what's the best way to upload it. Now, I just did a drag and drop from my, and I that means I was working in my downloads file, because you download it from Teams, and I just opened it from there, made some changes, saved it, and then I went to drag and drop it into Teams to re-upload it and then check it back in. So hopefully that's the proper process, but then again, that left a copy inside my downloads. So I wanted to make a point, again, to delete that, because I don't want things overwriting incorrectly. You know, if another coworker were to check out the file and re-upload it, again, I don't want to override their work with some improper file structure stuff. So always an interesting song and dance to see how well this is going to work out. Yeah, that was a lot of my energy, my extra energy today for the research. Posing questions, messing with the title block, and no real answers today, but that's fine. More questions. So I'll pick back up tomorrow. And that's it for today. So if you'd like to hear more entries into the CAD Witch's Grimoire, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.